Right here. Right here. Sit some chairs over here. That's all. Standing room only. Yeah. You didn't know that before. There you go, bro. Yeah. I mean, we should run around. IOC. Bring your own chair? There we go. Oh, that's just cool. All right. Oh, really? Don't tell us. We're getting started right now. That is bodies for the man. Thank you. Good job. That's it. No, there's no more. That's it. That's it, bro. Oh, we can squeeze. We can put one back over there where Bob's standing. Wait. That's going to be a challenge. 1 minute, folks. All right, everybody, we're going to be broadcasting live in just like 10 seconds, so keep those toys down. And
where's the camera?
Just welcome everybody to Saturday night.
Where? Barefoot? Are you going on?
Oh, we're live. We're live.
Where's the camera? Is it on? Are we really?
Yes, you are. All right. Live from Corona. Saturday night. You guys ready? Yeah, we're ready. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mark. All right, guys.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mark Riesinger, and I was asked by my upline direct to introduce myself and my wife, and she couldn't be here tonight. She's had a prior engagement, so I'm just going to introduce myself. And he asked me to tell a little bit about myself so you people know who I am. I'm a counselor. I've been boy, Clint. I'm a counselor. I've been involved in the industry for over 25 years. I have a PhD and a specialty in addictive disorders. I help adolescents more than I do anybody else. I've worked at every modality of treatment, from intake 1 to director of assessment. I was director of 3 hospital programs and an intensive outpatient program, carried a caseload of 20. Was the only school counselor for 3 districts at one point, and that's what I've been doing with more than half my life. I have a couple of friends that I've been friends with for over 25 years in this room today. John and Claudia Ponting are very good friends with my wife, and since my wife and I have been married, John and Claudia Ponting are good friends with me. They're wonderful people. And Roy and Stacy have been our friends for about 20 years, and Roy's my workout partner. And you can't tell right now because I had a surgery, but I'm back. We're going to start up again tomorrow or Sunday this coming week. I wanted to share a little bit about where we are in FGX. My wife and I got involved in FGX in the month of April. In fact, it was April 15th, tax day. And I started looking at it. I talked to my accountant, and she said, you know, you need some write-offs, and you need to make some moves. If you want to do something other than what you're doing, now would be a good time to do it. And so I said, okay, I think I'm going to talk to my friend and see what it is he's doing. And I knew that Roy and Rob were involved in multi-level marketing, but I didn't know exactly what their business opportunity entailed. So I asked Roy, and he told me a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here. And finally I was spotting him on the bench, and I got him worn out, and I said, now I'm going to drop this on your chest if you're going to tell me about this opportunity. And so he finally did, you know, and he told me about the business opportunity. And I went home and said, you know, I think it's a good deal, and I think we should sign up. And so we did. And since that time, we've signed up people, and we're building a business under them. I have 2 1-stars, Chris Monson. He's one of my 1-stars. I also have a 1-star in North Dakota, and that's Tony Everly. And we've got, you know, 5 or 6 couples, good people that are, you know, that are in the wings that we talk to on a regular basis, that are using the product right now and are real interested. And, you know, it won't be long and they'll be a part of this FGX family. So, you know a little bit about me now. Without any further ado, let me bring up my direct upline, Mr. Roy Griffin.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. So, welcome everybody to the Saturday night hangout and keto throwdown. Did everybody have some good eats? Jay, where's James at? James, my camera guy. Dude, show everybody who's here. I want to just show everybody the group of folks we got here and what it looks like. And Johnny P, come on up here, bro. Johnny's going to help me show the 5-star opportunity, guys. We've got all of our new folks here on the couch. That's all of our guests. And then everybody say hello. So this is going to be our monthly Saturday night hangout. We're going to do it at a new house next week. And then hopefully it's coming to your town. I know the South and you're watching tonight, so you guys are going to probably be throwing one down within the next month or so. But so here's what we're going to do. We just had an awesome ketogenic potluck, and so everybody's still on their diets, whether you have your Ketopia pack or not. You got to stay on your diet tonight. I'm off. Ooh, I'm taking this one. It's the only pack in the house right now. So. I did a little update and said how I was feeling. Look, I have been feeling excellent. I've been working 14-hour days, and I've been feeling really good while I've been on my ketonics. Well, I went off of it last Saturday. Was my last pack. I'm down 12 pounds. And I was feeling amazing, even though I was working those hours. Come Wednesday, I hit the wall, and I started to feel the decline in my energy, in my overall sense of well-being. And it has declined for the last 3 days, and now I'm feeling like, I went to the gym today with my wife, and I just was not feeling it. So I can't wait to get my ketonics back in the mail. So please, Ron, send me some more. Please. That's what everybody's saying, right? Say,
Please send me some. Just send me some. Just one time. That'd be good for us.
It's coming, everybody. It's coming. So what we do here is, this is the opportunity portion of our meeting. We're having a get together. This is what we do. We call it the H Factor. We got high fives, hugs, handshakes, and help for everybody in our organization. That's what we're all about. We're not about pulling dollar bills out and flashing in front of you guys and driving up in Ferraris and saying, you can do this too. We're about family. We're about helping one another. We're about helping people get free. We're about putting some extra money in people's pockets so we can make life a little bit easier. So there's a little more money at the end of the month instead of too much month at the end of the money, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of Stacy having to put a dime where a dollar's supposed to go. So we started building this business, and this is how we do it. We have a 5-star opportunity. I'm going to start it off, and Johnny here, my buddy, my partner in crime, he's going to help me with the deal and kind of go through the 5-star opportunity with me and help share about some of the products and some of the things we got. But here's my little story. You know, Mark came up here and told you guys his story about how I got him involved. You know, I wasn't jumping out of the bushes and throwing patches and stuff at people. I was being very discreet and very, I was choosing wisely who I brought into my business. I wasn't just out there trying to get everybody in my business. I don't want everybody in my business. I'm looking for good, hardworking, solid people that have a vision and a zest for life and want a little bit more. Like I do. You know, so that's why I brought Mark in the business. That's why I brought Johnny in the business. That's why I brought my friend Amy in the business. I'm looking for people who want a little bit more so that I can help them get that, because that's what Stacy and I have gotten from this. We're now 5 stars in the business, and we've replaced my income. I'm not retiring. I have a great job, and I'm not going to leave it. But we've replaced my income. So we have a double income now. That's made things a lot easier on the Griffin family. But I'm going to tell you, it wasn't. That was Stacy saying that. So, look, I had been in networking before. I gave it one shot. I really didn't want to get involved because I thought all you folks who got on these things were weird, you know. I was a little too cool for network marketing. So I stayed away from it. But my wife's little cousin got us involved. Stacy pulled the wife card out and said, "You're going to this meeting with my cousin because you're going to support her." And I went to the meeting, and I was there to blow holes in it. I was there to shoot it down. I was there to save my wife's cousin from the evil networkers, you know, that are trying to steal the money. And something happened. They spoke health and wellness to me. They told me that my generation might be the first generation to outlive our children. And I didn't too much care for that because I have 2 kids. I have a 14-year-old and a 10-year-old. And they're the most important thing to me. So wait a minute. I think this health and wellness thing, there's something to it. And then this guy got up there. He looked a little fast talking. He looked a little salesy. I was not impressed with him at first. And he got up there and started talking, and he made a whole lot of sense. And not only did he make a whole lot of sense, but he told me he was going to help me build this business. And for about 6 or 7 years, he and I built this business together. We made 6+ figures a year doing the business, and he became one of my best friends, and that's Rob Alwyn, who's sitting in the back corner. So when we semi-retired from that business, and there was nothing else out there, and that company sold and went its own way from us, it kind of left us. We didn't leave it. We still believed in the industry. We still believed in the dream and the vision of networking, but there was nothing out there that we wanted to get involved with. I had over 200 different opportunities come across my desk, and I said no to all of them. But then Rob came to me, and the first couple of times he talked to me, it was like Charlie Brown, parent. I didn't want to hear what he had to say. And I hung up on it. Okay, thanks, bro. Thanks, but no thanks. And I got hurt at work, and my knee got smashed between a 23,000-pound forklift and a steel beam. And luckily, it didn't break my leg. It just did some soft tissue damage. I was in a lot of pain. And I had to work because, you don't work in my business. You don't work, no working, no pay, right? So Rob says, "Bro, I know you got hurt. Let me just give you some of these power strips that I got." So I told him, "Okay, just leave them at the doorstep," because I didn't want to see him. Me, Rob, and the credit card, I was going to end up in his business, right? So he left me some strips. I got home, the strips were at the doorstep. I kind of giggled a little bit. Took them, put one on here, put one down here. Woke up the next morning, and I was feeling good. Yeah. My leg was feeling good enough to go back out there and hobble through work. That's right. And I did. And I was like, "Oh, man, these things work. Oh, man, these things work." So I had to make that phone call to Rob, and basically all I said was he's excited. And my phone blew up, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to come see me. You got to come sit down." So I went and visited with him, and as soon as I saw it in his face, I knew. Because I knew if he was going to be selling me a bill of goods. I bought a used car off of him, so I know Rob, right? We got to talk about that thing. But he looked at me in the eye, and he was serious. And he was seriously excited. And I haven't seen him that excited before about anything. Yep. But when we were working together before, and we were excited together. So I was like, I'm going to get my buddy back. We're going to need to go out and run again. And as soon as I did that, we started making money right away. We started running around and trying to put this thing together for everybody. We created this team called the FGX family with Troy and Nicole and Robin, Lisa, and myself and Stacy. We put this together, and we said, you know what? We have a 5-star opportunity here. So we want to talk about the 5 stars of our opportunity and what are they. And so the first thing that Rob did is he sent me to Utah to go meet with the company. So they flew me into Utah, and when they flew me into Utah, I got to meet Ron Williams and Brenda and Bob Mauer-Steed and Rick Basil. And as soon as I met those folks, I knew that this company was solid, because not only were they great people, but they also had a track record together of over 20 years of building businesses together. And not only that, but the company they had already established, this is 12 years old now, was about 9, 10 years old at the time. So the company was established, and they were publicly traded. So that gave me a lot of confidence in what this company was all about. So they had a great product, and they had a great company and great leaders behind it. Not only were they great leaders, but like I said, he has 19 of his 21 first employees that started with him at Forever Green, or FGXpress.
That's awesome.
So that was awesome. So with that, I took the opportunity to come back home and start sharing this product with people. And before I even had a chance to give a strip out, Johnny calls me. And I had no longer, signed up myself. And Johnny's like, I don't care what it is, I'm getting in. You're in, Rob's in, I'm in. So he signed up. And it just started happening like that because, friends do what friends do. I want everybody out there to know that the reason that I got involved with Forever Green is because those people there, that company, those people are people that I can be friends with. Those people that I can hang out with, listen to music with, have parties with. And that's what we've done over the last couple of years is we've hung out with those people and built a relationship with Ron and Brenda and Bob and all these folks. So that's what this is really all about, is a relationship. So we have a strong relationship with our company and the people that are involved with it. Then the next star in our 5-star opportunity is our products, of course. I'm going to let Johnny go ahead and start banging on our products.
So, yeah. So when...
Oh, wait, real quick, before we do that.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get to do a vote on what the best keto dish was, so I'm going to do it since I'm giving away the gift. It's a tie. It was a tie between the asparagus and whatever that casserole chili thing was. So that goes to you guys. Casserole chili and the asparagus. So go ahead. Go ahead, John. Take it away, buddy.
So, all right, guys. Well, yeah, no, super excited about, Claudia and I, when we saw the business back in January 2014, all they had was, when we got involved, was just the power strips, and Ron thought they were actually coffee coasters. And simple product, stick it where it hurts, and, it's temporary relief of pain. And so think about this for a second. Get a show of hands, just everybody that thinks or knows somebody that has some pain, right? And I would imagine out there on TV land, yeah, everybody's raising their hand. And that's how simple this is. And so when Claudia and I, when we saw this, we just started sharing this with folks, and that was it. We haven't sold one thing since we've been in the business. That's a great thing about it. I didn't want to be a sales guy, but I sure could share, and I got a big heart, and I wanted to do that. And so product's so simple to use. Again, you just stick it where it hurts, and we're just having tremendous results. So if you don't know how it works, I'm going to explain it really quick. It's on the top, they have germanium. That's on top. It's an element on the chart. And so when you stick it on, it has fermented Korean red ginseng that's also in it. The way I like to explain it is this, is that it penetrates 10 centimeters. So that's about 4 inches. So if I put it on my thigh, it'd go all the way to my bone. So it radiates. Now, most people that have pain, it's because your capillaries are twisted and you have restricted blood flow. That's why you go to the chiropractor, physiotherapist, doctors, and all those types of things, and they work out all those things on your back, your legs, whatever that is, because you have that restricted blood flow. Well, what Dr. Min-Soo Kim created with this is that it's through quantum physics. So as the ginseng goes down into your blood and it goes to your capillaries, it opens up your capillaries. We all know ginseng is good for us, right? Everybody say yes. Yes. So it's all good for us. So it opens up your capillaries. Well, what happens is that the blood gets drawn to that area. And so because there's so much, the heat from the blood, it starts to rise to the surface of your skin. Well, because of the germanium that's on there, it acts just like a mirror. And it refracts the energy back down into your body. And so it shoots it back down into different directions, and it opens up more capillaries and starts to create this chain reaction, quantum physics reaction that's happening. And you start to go, yeah, you know what, my back does feel a whole lot better because all that blood is going to that area. So it also has a little bit of capsaicin, and it also has marine phytoplankton, which is our checkmate product. And so I'm going to talk about that. Or Roy, you want to talk about that one? Or talk about this one? So about, oh, awesome.
Sure, let's watch TV
while
while
watch TV. So about I think it was about 4 or 5 months later, we came out with our solar strips. It was the second product that came out that I saw, and simple product to use. Let's get a show of hands. Is nutrition just for old people, young people? It's not. It's for everybody, right? It's for every single person. So simple product. It's like a breast strip, and you just pull it out and you just eat it, right? And you're going to get all the nutrients that your body needs. And thank you, Rob Alwyn, for making these. But I have to stand actually to hold this thing because that's exactly what I just ate and put into my body. You know, and
You ate that whole piece of
I ate that whole thing. So incredible product. A gentleman up in Canada, we have the patent with him on the solar strips. He was a sea farmer, and so this gentleman has figured out how to deshell this microorganism, which creates about 90% of our oxygen. It lives in the ocean. Whales eat it all day long. They die of no internal injuries. And so it's started the food chain. So we have found a bioavailable product that you go and you put it in your mouth and it goes right into your bloodstream. Whereas when we're, like Roy always puts it, we're not meant to eat rocks. We're not meant to eat pills where they sit in your stomach for 4 or 5 hours and you get about 4 to 10% of the nutrients. Comes in one hole and goes right out the other. I'm just saying. So it's all, so this product is bioavailable where you're able to just have it on a daily dose for yourself and to be able to have all the nutrients that you need. And then they came out with I think it was October of last year, and they came out with the beauty mask. So who likes to look beautiful? Right? Who likes to have good skin? Right? There you go, Rob, everybody, right? So I don't have a board up here to draw, but on your, everybody has DNA. Everybody has the twisted ladders. Looks like a DNA strand, right? Mm-hmm. So on there, on the ends of those strands is what they call your telomeres. So we all have it. And so as we age gracefully, what happens is that your telomeres, they break off slowly but surely. And so your skin creates sagging, wrinkles, and so forth and so on, right? Well, they came out with this. It's had the serum that they have in this was a Nobel Prize winner on this, and so it has an ingredient in there called it's from the astragalus root, and so it helps to repair your telomeres. Okay, so then they had this one-of-a-kind mask that they came out with. It's the baby seaweed kelp is only done one time out of the year where they harvest it, and it takes a record. There's no two masks that are alike. That's what's awesome about this. Think about that for a second. No two that are alike, and it takes 1,300 hours to make one mask. That's amazing. So the other great thing about our products, before we change into the last one, I'm going to let Roy talk about the last one, is that this is an envelope business model. So we're able to ship this anywhere in the world for $5. And May 25th of this year, we launched into 212 countries. So now think about that for a second. You have an international business right now, or an envelope business, where you can set up end users where they can have the product billed to them direct, shipped to them direct, but they send you the commission. I'm in on that. Yeah. That is an easy business model, okay? So category changing products, top of the line, world class. No messing around with this company. These guys are dialed in. They know what they're doing, and we're super excited about that. And then the last product that just came out, I'm gonna let Roy talk about it a little bit more. He's got some more insight than I do on this. And we're all learning about this, but came out July 10th, and it's our new Ketopia. Everybody ready? So, anyways. Anyways.
So,
Where'd you get that?
He's hiding it.
we've got 3 category-changing billion-dollar products we just talked about already. Rob and I were in business together. We took a company to $1 billion with a lot less than what we've got sitting on this table right now.
Yeah.
On top of that, we've got a product here that could possibly be a $2 billion product because of what it does. So this is ketonics. This is the ketonics portion of our Ketopia. Oh, I want this one so bad. Because like I said before, you know, I've been in ketosis for about, I'd say, for the last 15 to 18 years. I've done the Atkins diet. So that's how I've always tried to keep my weight off. It works for me. Now that I'm 48, it's not working as well anymore, but I've always worked on trying to get myself into ketosis. And it gets harder and harder and harder as time goes on. It's not an easy thing to do. You literally have to eliminate the carbohydrates from your body, from your diet. And it's not easy, especially with all the processed foods that they have out there. Everything has carbs in it.
Yeah.
I mean, all of your lunch meats have carbs in them. I mean, you got to be really careful about what you eat. But what this product here does is it puts you into ketosis instantly. I mean, I've been in ketosis within 30 minutes after I've drank this drink. Now it says about an hour to 5 hours you will be in ketosis. And that's no lie. You are in ketosis because we have keto strips. You can go get them at CVS, or they actually come with the kit. And you urinate on the strip, and it shows you in ketosis. And as soon as you drink this drink, boom, your body is in ketosis.
What's ketosis?
Now, ketosis is your body burning fat, if you don't know what that means. See, we're all creatures of carbohydrates now. See, human beings were never meant to introduce all of these sugars to our body. We were never supposed to eat processed carbohydrates, pastas, and all these sugary, glucosey snacks. And I mean, you look at sugars in everything.
80% of our food has sugar in it.
There isn't an aisle in the grocery store that doesn't have sugar in it. So we wonder why childhood obesity is an epidemic,
Yes.
while type 2 diabetes is now an epidemic.
Yes.
And something that's close to my heart, in Navajo Nation at the reservation, they have a 90% diabetes rate.
Wow.
90%. And why? Because their bodies weren't used to carbohydrates at all. They were just introduced to this over the last 500 years. So their bodies have, boom, adapted to carbohydrates quick, and it's destroyed that whole nation and put them into a state of type 2 diabetes, all of them. So this product is going to change the face of the world through a diet, through a dietary supplement. And what it does is you're going to put this in your body, you're going to go into ketosis, you're going to follow a simple plan, and it is simple. It sounds strange to me to tell you guys that you're not going to eat all day. You're not going to eat but one meal a day. And you're like, oh, no way, Roy. Am I going to just eat one meal a day? Well, look, if Rob Alwyn and myself can eat one meal a day, you will eat one meal a day also. And it's not willpower. This stuff makes you not hungry. You are not hungry at all. You feel fine. In fact, you're energized. Your energy goes, boom, and it's a clean energy. See what this stuff is like? Is like nitro in your body. It's like putting, for those of you who know about racing, it's not like 85 octane unleaded nasty gas that's choking your car out. This is nitro right here. You put it in and you get mental clarity. Your energy level goes through the roof, and it's not like spazzed out Red Bull coffee energy. It's good, clean energy. There you go. Then you're going to have a dough bite. And this dough bite is just a phantom carbohydrate. It's going to trick your body into thinking that you're getting a bunch of carbs, but it's not going to shoot your glycemic level up. Your glycemic level is going to stay down here. And it's a sugary, sweet little kind of treat that you're going to get in a day. And then, and it's not here in front of
But
me,
with no sugar, right? I mean.
no sugar.
20% chocolate.
It's sweet, but it's not, it tastes sugary sweet, but there is no sugar.
No fix.
It tastes good.
That's the whole point, is no sugar.
It's good.
It is good.
Is it what?
Does that come with the?
Yes,
Yes.
this is the kit. And then there is, do we have a fix?
No, I didn't grab one.
Oh, there's one in my bag in there, but that's okay. So then there's the other part of the Ketopia pack kit is the fix. And the fix shake is a chocolate shake that is going to give you more nutrition and more energy.
It's a meal replacement.
It's a meal replacement. It's going to get you through the rest of the day till you get that evening meal. And then if you have an awesome wife like I do, she's going to make you a keto pizza or a big giant ribeye steak and some asparagus or something like that. So you're going to have, there's a lot of good stuff that you can eat while you are on a ketogenic diet.
Absolutely.
And Michelle LaShore has put a whole diet plan together for us, a whole list of all the things that you can eat. Like you can munch on some macadamia nuts, and and everybody's body's different, so you're gonna have to play with it a little bit, So that's our Ketopia product and what it's launched, and it's gone crazy. We sold $1.6 million worth of product in the first 3 days, and that has totally sunk the company because we have been on back order ever since because it's just gone nuts. Everybody wants it.
That's a good problem.
And the problem is there's a bunch of us overweight folks that want it really, really bad. So that's why we bought so much of it. So anyway, the next star in our 5-star opportunity is the timing. Guys, everybody in this room is sitting in the meeting that is the largest group in Southern California.
All right.
This is the largest group of leadership in this business in Southern California. That means that there are 34,999,000 people out there that still haven't heard about this, just in this state alone. And we're in 212 countries. I haven't talked about Arizona and Washington and Texas and Florida and all these other places.
Yeah.
We're just in California alone. Literally, everybody in this room can become multi-millionaires in Southern California alone because of how this is timed. You guys are all in probably double digits of line of sponsorship. And if you don't know what network marketing is, if you don't know what that means you're in at the beginning. If you're not my distributor, when I made a 6-figure income with Rob and that other company, my distributor number was 649,000. I was 649,000 distributors from the top of the business. Everybody in this room has a double-digit number right now of your line of sponsorship. Rob Alwyn is number 2 in the business underneath Troy Curl.
Or single.
Or single digits. So that's what the timing is here. You guys have gotten into the business at the beginning. We are just launching this new product that is going to take the world by storm. And some of you are feeling the pain of that, of being in early because there's no product right now because we bought it all. But it's coming. And when it does hit, and when all the results start to come in, look, I've lost 12 pounds already just on my first batch of it.
The results come.
And the results are going to come in, and this thing is going to go through the roof. And we've already got it all set up with our family. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I'm going to let Johnny tell us a little about our 4-star, which is the compensation plan.
Yeah, so there's 5 ways to make income in the business. But tonight we're gonna talk about the first couple, just keeping it real simple. As you register people into the business, you're gonna earn 25% for the first 28 days of what somebody of who you signed up in the business, the volume that they made. The second way that you earn income in the business is what they call your X tribe. It's where they front loaded the business, okay, to where you're actually able to have retention level. Who wants to have a business where people stay in? Yeah. Right? And they want to stay in because of the products. Well, we know that it's going to be good. But how about if you got your products being paid for within a month, maybe less than that? What if the amount of money you were putting out for your own Now, because of the business that you built, now you're getting a bonus back from the company of $200 a month. Now your product's for free. Who's in for that?
That's cool.
Right? That is totally cool. Right? So that's what we teach. You know, yeah. The doorbell's ringing. More people are coming. Squirrel, squirrel. So yeah. So the X-Tribe bonus is awesome. But we like to keep it as simple as possible. You know, we're building a binary system in this. Okay, guys. Where we build a team on the right and a team on the left, right? Does everybody know 2 people in here? Raise your hand. Everybody knows 2 people? How about 2 people that are in pain, need nutrition? Maybe they'd like to lose a little bit of weight, right? The hands are just flying in here. And it's because of that, how simple that this is, that we're sharing this with them. So you're going to be able to put a person that you've loved and cared for and put them in the business and help them. Put them on that side of the business, and you're going to put somebody on your other left team. So you're going to have a left team and a right team. And guess what? With that, it's what we call a brick in the business. You're on your own auto ship yourself. That's really, really important that you guys are on your own auto ship, because one of the third bonuses in this is that you're going to get 12% return of a team bonus. So you want to at least be on 100, what they call QV in the business, at the very least, okay? So you're going to maximize out at least the team bonus, okay? So from that, you're helping those 2 people, and guess what they want to do? They want to go help 2 people, right? And they want to go help 2 people. And from there, it starts to build, and you're going to build your tribe from that, and you're going to have help from your leadership. I can just say that without a shadow of a doubt. That since we've been in, and I know people can vouch for it here, the help in this business is unprecedented. I'm telling you, people in here, I've been doing this a long time in other businesses myself, and I've never seen more support and more help from people that genuinely, from their heart, are out there wanting to help and be in your living rooms and dens, and they want to help you build a business. And that's really the secret of it. It's just being in somebody else's living room and den, helping them get their 2 people, helping them build their dream, helping them see what you see, what's going to happen in this. So
That's the magic.
That's the magic of the comp plan right there. We just try to keep it as simple as that, guys. And there's literature and information. You know, there's a bunch of new people here tonight. We can get that to you and go home and study it. We don't want to profess to go over all that tonight. We're live here, and we're going to keep it simple. So, but that's our comp plan, guys. It's incredible. Well, I should say the last thing about it is that there's a rank advance bonus that happens in it, and then there's also 4 levels of check match, which is huge. And you can actually max out the binary in this at $20,000 a week. Okay, that's
with 2 people.
That's with 2 people. Okay,
2 people could potentially max it out.
so that's life changing for people. 20,000 a week. I mean, that brings mom and dad home. You know, that changes other people's
Brings mom and
lives.
dad to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so that's our comp plan on that, guys. All right?
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah.
So it's a 62% payout, best in the industry,
Yeah.
and we've taken advantage of it because, right, honey? Say yes louder.
Hey, I'm not working right now.
So the last star of our 5-star opportunity is this. It's our team. It's our family. It's our system that we've put together. And when I say we, I say Rob's here. He's our 6-star, 7-star, 6-star leader. And what is going on over there?
Hey, be nice, she's new.
That's all good. You're good. You're good.
Everybody's over there watching their own videos while we're doing it. But look, we've put together a system, and I got to toot our horn on this one.
Yeah. This is good.
You know, Rob has sat down with all of us leaders, and we've decided that we were going to, you know, put a system together that made it easy for everybody and gave support to everybody on how to build this business safely. And so there's no weird stuff. There's no chickens getting their heads cut off in living rooms, and there's no weirdness going on, you know. And all that kind of crazy stuff. You know, we're not going to make you wear a suit and tie. You know, we're not going to change your religion, any of that kind of stuff. We're just going to have a good time, have some potlucks, hugs, high fives, handshakes, and help.
That's right. That's right.
And we've put together a simple plan. There's no tapes to buy. There's no books to buy. There's no tools to buy and load your car up with. We don't want you to stick a whole bunch of product in your garage. I want you to get enough product to go out and share with people, of course.
Yes.
But we've made it very, very simple. And we've brought a team of people together that care about nothing but your success. And through that, we all succeed. So that's what our family's about. That's what our fifth star is that you will find nowhere. I challenge everybody in this room to go out there, go find a good opportunity somewhere. Go find a 3 or 4 star opportunity and see if they got what we got. See if they got a group of people that care about each other like we've got. That'll come out and drive all the miles and come see you in the middle of the night. That'll pack you up in a bus and take you all the way to Utah and feed you on a regular basis and come to your house in San Diego and then drive to Palmdale and then fly out to your friends in Arkansas like Rob's going to do for us this week. You know, he spends his own money to go fly out there and build our businesses out across the United States. Every single month that man's out there doing that. That's the kind of dedication and help you guys get. So with that, that's our 5-star opportunity, and that's going to kind of segue me into, you know, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting. So if you're out there and this is the first time you saw the 5-star opportunity, that's our 5-star opportunity. That's what we're all about. It's about the company, the products, our timing, the comp plan, and the family. But I'm going to, if you want to stick around for a few minutes, I'm going to bring our buddy Rob up, and he's going to talk for a few minutes about our team and what's going on. I'm just going to let him come finish this thing up. Rob, come on up here.
Man, what a great group of people.
Yeah.
You know, 21 years ago, we got invited to hear about an opportunity, and it lit the fuse on freedom. You know, I was told 21 years ago that if I got involved in my own business out of my own home and hand-selected some of my friends, that I wouldn't have to work until I was 62, 5, 7, or never. And you know what? I was told the truth. My wife's been free for 20 of those 21 years, and I've been free since 2008. And here's what's crazy. There was so many people that were like, no, you need to have a good job. And one by one, all the people that told me to not have my own business have all lost their good jobs. How many of you know somebody where they once had one, but now they don't?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
How many of you realize that if you put all your eggs in one basket and something happens to the basket like it gets dropped, your world gets rocked, it gets broken. You know what? There's jobs out there right now. You pick up the paper, you can find all kinds of stuff where you're going to make minimum wage. How many of you realize that your dreams aren't going to come true on $8 or $9 or $10 or $12 an hour? And so what I was shared was, would I be interested in operating a business out of our home? And I was thinking, heck yeah, I want to own a business. You know what's so great about this business? Is that you get to own your own business and be at your home and set your own hours and be in business with who you want to be in business with. And so what I did was I just started trying to include my closest friends and family. And one by one, we had to kind of win them over through courtship. Because here's what happens. They know you so well, and they don't think that we're going to succeed. Or they think that this is going to be a hobby that becomes dead end. And so what ended up happening to me for like 9 months straight was everybody just kept telling me no thank you for the nice people. And then the ornery people would say things like, hell no, and break my heart. And I remember going to Johnny and I's old mentor and upline, Dr. Larry Conan, and I remember telling him, hey, none of my friends want to do this. And he goes, keep going. I said, but I'm just going to keep getting what I've always been getting. He said, that's not true. Don't lie to yourself. He said, as you're growing, as you're stretching, as you're determined, as you get a resolve about doing something great for your family, one by one, people will realize that you're serious. And don't you know, 3 months later, we replaced my wife's income Thank God for mentors. Thank God for people that care about you. Thank God for the Roys and Stacys. Thank God for people that will lead you and support you and want the best for you and drive the miles for you like John and Claudia. You know, I love this business. When people tell me, well, I don't like MLM, I say, I don't like JOB. And I may have graduated from a small school, you know, there was 60 of us in our graduating class. You know, we lived down a dirt road in a small town called Cave City, Arkansas. And I moved all the way out here because I had a dream. I was working in a factory. My wife was working in a chicken factory called Banquet, pulling guts out of chickens. I was driving 63 miles each way to get $1 more than minimum wage, and I felt good that I was getting the extra $1. How many of you know somebody that's taking something more important, like their whole life, and spending it on the 91 or the 10 or the 60 for just a little bit more pay? Folks, if there was a way for you, let me just lay this out and just give you something to ponder, to think about. First off, life's not easy, so no matter what it is that you do, it's not going to be easy. Would you all agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Life is meant to have challenges. It's what keeps us humble. It's what keeps us growing. It's what keeps us asking questions on how can I make my marriage better, my parenting better, my work better, my income situation better. Struggle is good. Do you know what happens when you remove struggle? It ruins your life. You ever met somebody they ain't got no struggles? They become arrogant little self-righteous punks. Those trust fund babies and those people that get too much too soon. Thank God for a good struggle. And so here's the question. Since we're going to struggle, do you want to struggle and work for someone else till maybe you die? Or struggle and work for yourself and potentially get free in the next 1, 2, 3, or if you're completely remedial, 4 or 5 years? Is that a bad deal? Yeah, that's not fair. A lot of people were getting free after 2 or 3 years. It took me 5. I'm so mad. You know what's so great about this? Kind of like what Roy and Stacy said. For a season, they just get to collect both incomes.
That's right.
And then when it just piles up so high that you just go, it makes no sense, then you take that candle that's been burning on both ends and you blow their end out when it makes sense for you. And so if this makes sense to you, let me know. We're into health and wellness, and we want to finally take care of our one and only body. How about you?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'd rather have a couple streams of income instead of having only one. How about you? We like helping our friends. How about you?
Yes.
It's fun to hang out at potlucks with positive people.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
So every once in a while, I run into people and they go, I gotta go home and think about it. And I'm thinking, which one? The potlucks, the positive people, the extra money? I mean, which part are you wrestling with? What I sometimes feel like saying is, this is so mean and we're up talking to the whole world. Sometimes you just can't fix stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no. That thing about health is overrated. No, let's just get going with the bonbons. Who needs more money? Honey, see if you can get some overtime. How about freedom? I mean, we got a company that's offering us our own business where they take on all the liability, they buy all the forklifts, they put up all the distribution centers, they hire customer service, compliance, the attorneys, the compliance team, the customer service team, the managers, the executives, the shareholders. I mean, they do it all. All we do is ask somebody if they want to care about their health or not. We ask them if they'd like to take care of, their only face. We ask them if they'd like to lose a pound a day of pure fat. I mean, oh no, I'm good. So there is a filter. You gotta be in a position where you can go, yeah, health, cool. Lose some weight, ain't it great? Take care of my face, cool. I got pain, I don't want to pop pills anymore. How about I use that natural product?
And if everybody kind of goes, natural's cool, organic's cool, free help is cool, potlucks and hanging out with positive people is cool, then there's nothing to be thinking about. Well, I'm going to have to join and that's going to cost money. Yeah, $12. Do you need to talk to a CPA to determine whether or not $12 is okay for you? Last night I went to the movies. It was $12.50. So this costs less than the cost of a movie ticket. To be a part of unlimited support, unlimited encouragement, unlimited prayers. I don't know about you, but I'll take all I can get. In fact, we just stopped thousands of prayers because our son was in a weird football accident and he got hit so hard his lung collapsed and he started to bleed out. He was in the hospital for 9 days. You know what I thank God for? I thank God that our old mentor Larry said, you need to build a network on the side of what you do because just in case crisis hits, you got options.
Right.
Do you know what would have happened if we said no to having our own home-based business 21 years ago? God bless you. You know what would have happened? I would have been trying to figure out how to get off work. My wife would have been trying to figure out how to get off work. And we'd be trying to figure out how we can spend time at the hospital with our son. But because we own our own business and because we hooked up some of our best friends in the whole wide world, while we were taking care of our family, they were taking care of yours, which meant that we were going to get paid. This is the most leveraged, income-producing business in the world because it's not just you earning on you. While I might have been with our younger ones or at the hospital, they were sharing plans and sharing products and helping people and signing up people. In fact, during the 9 days that our son was in the hospital, we had almost 300 people join our team.
Wow.
While I didn't show one business opportunity meeting. You know, the week that I didn't do anything, we made $1,000 more that week than we usually make. So I don't know, I'm just saying maybe you guys do a better job than me. But there was more orders while I did nothing than when I was doing something. Isn't it cool that you could, if you want, by getting a couple people going and get a couple people going and get a couple people going, that you could end up with an income where 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, people all over the world are ordering that product for natural pain relief. People all over the world are realizing they don't eat perfect and they should be taking those solar strips so they can get that 6-foot-long list of nutrients their body's been craving for a very long time. Folks, do you want 24-hour-a-day income where people all over the world in every time zone are ordering products that you get paid 12% commission on every single week? Or do you want your life to be contingent upon you going out to get a sole income and then you pray every day that nothing happens to where you work or nothing happens to you? That seems too vulnerable to me. So I guess my question is, do you want income from many sources or one or two sources? Nothing with the hard ones, the rest of you.
Many.
Many sounds good. To care for the body or not care for the body?
Care.
Help your friends or don't help your friends?
Help your friends.
Get support or probably don't have support?
Get support.
This becomes a very simple proposition, doesn't it? I hope it is a simple one for you, because I'm going to just close with this. The most beautiful people I've ever met in my life are in this business. All we're simply doing is helping people and having fun. We literally take the time that we used to watch TV and we just converted it into building our businesses, because everyone watches TV. How many of you would agree that you have some form of a television set in your home? Does it pay you any money when you sit in front of it?
No.
So if you're going to be sitting in front of something, have it be in front of a couple people that want to talk to your buddies instead of a couple people on TV that's probably doing something obnoxious.
Right.
But you're going to be sitting in front of some folks. TV folks or business partner folks. And all of you here locally, I'm just going to tell you, you're so blessed. The leadership that's in this room with you, the caring folks, all you got to do is ask. And if you're sitting there with this, and I am about to be done, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know if I could do all of that, nobody asks it. No one's asking you to. We're saying, would you like all this to help you?
Yes.
Yes.
Because this is what we love to do, and we've been doing it for years. And there was a time where we didn't want no part of that either. Because it's about as awkward as all gets out. But then you're in it for years, and then one day you find yourself speaking up at a kitchen table somewhere, and you realize all that fear and all that phobia of talking to people was you got all worked up for nothing because you couldn't wait to talk about the physical blessings, the financial blessings, the encouragement, the help, and the support, and the love that you've been getting from those people, and it just goes out your mouth. And the next thing you know, you're that guy or you're that gal. So anyway, we hope that you'll come be a part of this journey with us. We hope you want to have some fun and make some money and take your health seriously. And if that's a fit for you, get with the person who invited you, Cyber World, to watch this, or get with the person who invited you here tonight. You simply go to their website, you pay $12, and you order yourself some product. Whether it's the serum to look good, or the Ketopia to lose weight and feel great, or the marine phytoplankton for your nutrients, or the power strips for your aches and pains, you just simply get what your family needs. You're worth it.
That's right.
How many of you know that you are worth it?
Yes.
Right on.
When people go, oh, you're spending money. I go, I know, on you and your family. Is that not a great place to put it? I go, you're only like committed to like bad stuff? I mean, can we just all agree that we're going to put money inside of this hole for the rest of our life, and most of it won't be good for us?
Right.
Yeah.
And there's an opportunity to put good stuff in there. So get with the person who invited you. We'd love to answer your questions. If you want to do this, ask for help, and we're going to be glad to help you. I leave out tomorrow morning. Hey, guys out there in the world, I leave out tomorrow morning 6:30 a.m. for a 3,000-mile tour. We will be sharing hope and opportunity with our friends in Arkansas, and Missouri, and wherever else we go, because people say they need help. Looking forward to it. Thanks for all of you joining us tonight, and thank you for all that participated in cooking and hanging out. And thanks for the leadership, John.
See you guys.